Hey, how's it going? Okay, in this video we're going to look at some basic masking techniques and how we can use those masks to create transitions in Premiere Pro so that we can move between clips seamlessly. So let's just get stuck straight in. Okay, here we are in the project panel. We've got two videos already in here. We've got this lighthouse and we've got this forest shot. We want to transition between the lighthouse to the forest using a mask. So I'm going to take this first clip, put it up on V2, and then overlap the start and end of them, position my scrubber at the start of the second clip, and make sure that the top clip is selected, up to effect controls, and we want to go into the opacity part and look for this rectangle. Click on that and it will create a mask in the middle. We'll hold shift and go to the corner and just drag this out so that it covers the whole image. Click on this dot watch to create a keyframe at that point. Reselect mask so we can see what we're working with and scrub this forward in the timeline a tiny bit. Select 2 points by drawing a box with the mouse, or you can hold shift and click them individually, but I don't like to do that because it's quite sensitive. So draw a box, click on one of the corners, hold shift and drag this across to the other side. Because we've moved that mask, that generates a keyframe. So if we now scrub through this, we'll see that the mask is moving with the keyframes and revealing the image underneath. One cool thing to do is play with your feathering between the two. This will, the higher the value, will soften the blend between the two images, or you can go all the way down to 0 and have a very hard cut between the two. Once you've got that, you can pretty much do anything you want. So you can move these back and you can use this same rectangle to create vertical transitions. You can drag just one off them and pull it down and create any sort of weird shape that you fancy. And that is the basic principles of using masks to create transitions. Now, if we go over here a bit, I'll show you a little bit more. So this one we've got here, it's just same mask path, just using a rectangle with a little bit of opacity just to fade that in as it's going. In this next example then, we've got 3 masks. We've got one mask that goes across first, a second mask that then you can see in the keyframes here that the movement of the masks is staggered, and the third one then goes across when that goes, and that gives us this sort of effect. If we go across to here, we can then see we've got an ellipse mask where it just kind of comes out with a really high feather of 500, just spreads out and takes over and reveals the picture underneath. And then this is just another vertical that we've got there, it's the same as what we looked at in the first example. And here's just an example of silly things that you can do with masks if you want. So I've got like a window wiper almost with a video being revealed underneath as it goes up. And then finally, this is using the pen and the free draw. And if we click on this, we can see our mask path is just a random shape that I've drawn, and then using keyframes just kind of reveals the image underneath. And that's it. That's your basic masking for transitions. Hopefully this was helpful, and I will see you again next time.